Hello and welcome to New Filmmakers Los Angeles in partnership with Movie Maker magazine. My name is Danny De Lillo and we're here at the Cambridge Los Angeles showroom in West Hollywood, and I'm here with Cassie Shao with her movie Where is the Silent Majority? Cassie, it's great to have you here in the studio today. Tell us a brief synopsis of your film.
The film tells the story of a revolution of half-breeds against human, and it's led by this human prince who despises his own father and his own species.
It's quite an incredible story. I'm fascinated and curious to know how do you come up with the story?
I've always liked characters that are supposed to be evil since I was young, and I've always wanted to. All the story I made was concentrating on like the evil character, the antagonist. I had the idea of showing the animal nature, just talk about the animal nature of humans. So that's how I come up with the half-breed of half animal and half human characters. I thought of how would human react to like such new species that's supposed to be stronger and better than human themselves. So I thought to come up with this king that he wants to rule everyone, and he doesn't want lose like his throne. So he orders his people to start killing all the half-breeds.
You really have a wonderful, talent as an animator. How did it come about for you that you're like, okay, I'm going to become an animator?
Well, I grew up with Japanese animes, so I learned a lot of stuff, but just never give up drawing, I suppose. So that's like my childhood dream, and I wanted to just become like a character animator, but when I go to school in Chicago, the school was very experimental and conceptual, so that sort of influenced my work. And right now I'm a bit more into experimental ways of animating and storytelling.
What was kind of the biggest challenge making this film for you?
The whole film was based on a script. It had a lot more voiceovers. It had voiceovers basically the whole time, the first edit of it, and there are a lot of scenes that built around the script, around the voiceover. So the biggest challenge is to take those out and try to make it work with just the visuals. And it is still like trying to make the film in this way that's sort of imitating the process of memorizing something. So you jump from events to events, but they all have connection point. But it isn't like one straightforward story that's very easily understood. So I feel like that was the biggest challenge.
No, well, it sounds like a challenge. You made it look very easy. You're originally from New Zealand, and you studied in Chicago, and now you live in New York City. So you're very well traveled.
I was born in China.
Oh,
I went to school in New Zealand.
Oh, to school in New Zealand, okay.
And then to Chicago.
So where are you born in China?
A city near Shanghai.
Oh, near Shanghai? Okay, so you were born in China, you grew up in New Zealand, you went to school in Chicago, and now you live in New York.
Yeah.
That's got to be wondrous as a creative person to be able to live in all those different places.
Yeah, I really like that aspect of me, I suppose. Multicultural, I guess.
Yeah, no, most definitely. And do you think it has a positive effect on your filmmaking?
Right. Yes, I think it does, because I feel like there's still a lot of the Chinese side of me. When I do my writings, I sort of like trying to like follow the way of this sort of like Chinese literature writing style that I really liked personally. That's sort of vague. It's like obscure, but it's beautiful words, and it's like it takes time to like think about it. It's not too straightforward. I like that sort of. Oh well,
we love it. We love it too, which is why we selected your film. And what was it like to have your film officially selected for New Filmmakers Los Angeles?
It's great. It's the first time it was shown outside outside of school. So that
Wow.
was the first time I was doing Q&A, and so it was exciting
Yeah.
and a bit nervous.
Well,
Scary.
you'll be becoming a pro soon because you'll be used to all the wonderful attention from your films. So it's incredible. You flew over here to LA for your film screening, and you're based out of New York City. So what's next on the horizon for you, Cassie?
I wanted to go to grad school. Right now I'm working in an animation studio. I want to keep on working there until I go to grad school. That's if I actually want to come to California. There's a great animation scene here.
Oh yeah.
And I'm doing a new film, making a new film right now. That's gonna be a little bit different.
A little bit different?
Yeah. Like it's I'm gonna use distorted live action footage, like shots, and against like line works and stuff, characters, and it's gonna be a story about how I regret my life and now I'm dead and I would like to live again.
Oh wow, that's amazing.
Sort of story.
That's amazing. You're very talented, and I'm sure there's a lot of people that love to, you know, look up to you and be in your shoes. Do you have any advice to any people that want to go into animation out there?
Well, I feel like the experimental animation scene is still sort of like the minority of the animation industry, and I would really like to see that sort of take over, like maybe the mainstream sort of animation style one day. And there are a lot of different ways of animating out there. Just like keep on creating and think about new ways to incorporate animation maybe with other methods too. And I just would really like to see the animation scene grow.
You may have just started a revolution there, Cassie's revolution of experimental animation. I'd like to see that as well. Well, we want to poach you from New York to California, all right? So that's on the horizon as well. Listen, congratulations on your film. You did a fantastic job, and we're all very much looking forward to seeing much more of your work.
Thank you.